This is my new video on YouTube to all people who say all cops are bad. To all people, listen to me very carefully. There's good and bad in everybody. There are good cops, there are bad cops. There are good teachers and staff in schools, there are bad teachers and staff in schools. There are good preachers in churches, there are bad preachers in churches. There's good and bad in everybody. And we can't defund the police because of the actions of some bad ones. I mean, who are you going to call if somebody breaks in your house or threatens to hurt you or your family or close friends? You call 911 and call the police. And yes, it does anger me that there have been some bad cops out there who have abused their power to do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. But the bad cops make the good cops look bad, especially those who really put their lives on the lines to save others. We shouldn't defund the police because of the actions of some bad cops. And I hear so much about bad cops who do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. But where's the outrage when teachers and staff in schools do the opposite of what they're supposed to do? There have been some teachers and staff who weren't good with kids and did the opposite. And many kids have been bullied and hurt by teachers and staff who do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. Why don't you talk about defunding the school when teachers and staff, especially the bad ones, abuse their power to do the opposite of what they're supposed to do? Or how about foster homes who abuse their power and don't help kids but abuse them or use them to make money? Or group homes that are supposed to help children, teenagers, and even adults with special needs and other disabilities, but they abuse their power to do the opposite. Where's your outrage there? Or hospitals who do the opposite of people. If they're very sick or have been badly injured and they're not doing their job and they do the opposite. You need to think about that. And I could go on, but you get the idea. And also, there have been churches. There have been where's your outrage when some preachers have not been good people too, as Dennis Prager from Prager University put it, quote, "Just because you don't believe in God doesn't mean you can't be a good person. There are plenty of people out there who don't believe in God who are very kind and good people. And second of all, there have been plenty of people out there who believed in God who were horrible people. There have been some preachers, especially male ones, who abused their power to hurt women and children. This is another good example. So before you say that all cops are bad because of the actions of some, just remember there's good and bad in all of us, and think of other places that are supposed to help people and people who abuse their power to do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. Remember what I just said, and God bless America and the real heroes of America, all the armed forces, including the police, Army, Navy, Marines, and all those who fight and give up their lives to protect this country and its citizens. God bless America, and may God be with all his children, always, especially.